There, Dad, our guy for marketing for hippies, just walking to Euston Station, gonna go to Glasgow. Got my bags with me. Just a little story. Yeah, I went to a restaurant to get some food. It was on the pricier end, but it was one of the only options I saw, so needed a place to sit down anyways. And so I was told, here's how much it'll be. At first, when I went in, it was completely empty. There was nobody sitting down at any table. And she just sat me in the seat right in the middle, by like, just the least vibe of the whole thing, because it was a table for one. And I said, well, can I sit by a window? And she said, well, that's for some groups. I just looked around and said, the whole restaurant is empty. Are you telling me I can't sit by a window? Is it, so just strange. And then but they told me the bill. They said, this is how much it'll cost. I said, okay, that's expensive, but okay. And then when I get the bill, there's an included gratuity, which I'm used to. Of course, if you have a party of 6 or a party of 8, sometimes restaurants will do this. They just include the gratuity in the, which makes sense. But I'm not used to it for a party of 1, especially when the whole place was a buffet. So, at the end they said, well, it's a service charge. I said, but I served myself. This is a buffet. I went up, I got the food, I brought it, I went in for dessert, I went up and I got it. But here's the thing, they quoted me one price and the gratuity was about 25% more. Yeah, it was 18 pounds, just outrageous, but that was what was nearby. And then the gratuity was, I think, £2.25. So that gratuity is, 25%. And I'm a 20% tipper. I just always tip 20%, pretty much. I mean, unless the service is really great, it's usually 20% because my brother and so many my friends have worked in the service industry. But I'm not used to having that just thrown on the bill. So that's the thing. I was quoted 18 pounds, but then they charged 20.25. And so that's misrepresentation. Because, maybe if they would have said 20 pounds, I would have said, wow, that's crazy. Something about 18 pounds, okay, I could do it. It's still expensive. But if that's what they're going to actually charge you at the end, that's the price of it. That's the truth. If they're going to just add that to your bill without asking, then that's a part of the bill. And they need to say that in advance. I think we all hate these add-ons. You go to a place and you say, how much is it? Oh, it's this. But when you get there, they say, oh, but that doesn't, it's like you rent a car. Oh, did you want wheels on the car? Oh, I see. No, that's not included. Yes. Oh, and you'd like a windshield. Okay, we could add that. All these things that you would imagine just come with the price, and then they add it on at the end. It's a sort of bait and switch, and sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small, but it's not good. Here's the big rule with pricing that I always tell people. There shouldn't be any surprises with it. I mean, if there's going to be surprises, it should be, oh, I got more than I thought that I would. That's an okay surprise. I suppose if you surprise people that way, they're delighted. But if you surprise people the other way, it's not good. It's not good. So, because then I don't live here, so I'm never going to tie. I won't name the place here, but I'm not going to have a chance to tell anyone about it. But if I lived in a town and I had the experience of the price being quoted and then changed, you better believe I'd be telling everyone, I went to this, and we don't need this kind of word of mouth about our business. So, I don't know, every once in a while I have these experiences and I want to share them on the off chance that they're useful. Alright, so I'm going to Euston Station now and off to Glasgow.